Hey folks, Coach Simmons here. And once again, we'll beat the dead horse, right? I've always told people there should be another HBCU bowl game. But now, we'll break down exactly what's required to do it. The amount that's required may shock you. Let's get it started. First thing you're going to need to get a college bowl game started is the most important part, a title sponsor. Now, a title sponsor, going raise around 7 figures, right? Evaluating bowl applications, NCAA asks organizers for a title and presenting sponsors. But games have gotten approved before lining them up, so a stable source of revenue that doesn't depend on attendance or TV ratings for a few bowl games ever goes more than a year without one. Common track is to hunt national brands with local roots. Bowls that have done so include the Foster Farms Bowl in Northern California, AutoZone Liberty Bowl in Memphis, New Era Stripe, Pinstripe Bowl in New York, Valero Alamo Bowl in San Antonio, the Belk Bowl in Charlotte, and the Jimmy Kimmel Bowl in LA. Who has roots in Mississippi, in the South? Snoop. With a national brand like that, you can call it the Snoop Dogg Bowl. Once again, the key part of the Snoop Dogg Bowl is that's 7 figures. That's important. Remember that. Number 2, you probably have a trophy, a logo, mascot, stuff, One popular trophy route, fill the bowl with little stuff your game is named after. We can't fill the trophy with Snoop Dogg. Filling with weed wouldn't be a good look for colleges. But you can just get a regular trophy. Doesn't really matter at this point. We're just brainstorming. Get a trophy and put a name on it, the Snoop Dogg Bowl trophy. Until we find more people willing to chip in or find more sponsors. You want something the kids to fight for. And being the first ever Snoop Dogg Bowl champion, maybe something they'll go for, right? 3, this is very important. Listen carefully. You need a TV partner. Probably ESPN, which just might buy you, which make all this pretty easy, right? About 3 dozen of a given year's FBS bowl games on Disney's ESPN, ESPN2, or ABC. These aren't just television assets. ESPN owns about 14 bowl games through its event planning arm, ESPN Events. Some of those are acquisitions of existing bowls, and others are games that the network just decided to make more money. Your TV partner will have more to say than you in the kickoff date and the time of your game. Which is why I believe this game in particular was pitched by somebody at one company, Flow Sports, to another company, ESPN Plus, to have ESPN Plus, HBCU Plus, to have another bowl game for HBCUs. More of a seamless transition. Actual at-large HBCU bowl berth. Instead of having to pencil in the second in the conference, give them an option. At-large berth. Speaking of that, number 4, you got to line up teams. Because you're adding another bowl game, it doesn't go by the same contracts. Which is why, even though the 2 HBCU conferences, the WEAC and the SWAC, are under ESPN, this game could have been put on HBCU Plus, HBCU Go, because this game does not fall under the regular season contract of those conferences. All you need to do is get the teams to line up. And I'm sure the teams that were sitting at home all year after the season was over with wouldn't mind lining up. HBCU random berth. Oh yeah, and you need plenty of money. The NCAA has a $10,000 certification fee that goes to them annually. The smaller bowl games will need a few $100,000 to pass out of each team's conference. Drew mascots, though most payouts are well under 7 figures. The NCAA encourages bowl games to give all players at a value approaching $550 each, works out about $100,000 total. for gifts running between a very cool $400 Best Buy shopping trip to a back of return bowl hat. Oh, you gotta pay your staff too. However big it is, you need immediate medical staff, security, and all of the things big football games need. NCAA mandates every game official gets $100 per diem for 3 days. And number 6, you'll need some events that are included in the game. With them being an HBCU bowl game, it's very simple. It's something that you really can't argue with. You can try, but it won't work. You can have a band battle, drumline battle. You have a chess club, volleyball, street football, street basketball tournaments. See, the thing is not to make it a bowl game, but a bowl week. And taking this to cities of HBCU origin, like one up here in Montgomery, take it to Jackson, take it to Baltimore. Take it wherever you want to take it to. You're bringing that money to that community. And by having it be at one location, it gives fans from the northern cities a chance to travel. Yeah, we can have it in Miami. No, not Miami. Miami's bad. We have it in Orlando. You can see them travel from the north to the south. But I think Montgomery is better because Montgomery actually gives back to the community of HBCU. And the stadium's pretty tight. Now, speaking of stadiums, you don't need a field. The rent from Haynes is somewhere between $250,000 to $500,000. Bowls have in the stadiums many sizes. You pay more to use Jerry World in Arlington. You will need to field in Birmingham, right? You pick a baseball park, an FC tenant. You can do different things. $150,000 is all that's required to rent this wonderful stadium in Montgomery. So that's a cheaper event. They wouldn't get the money no matter what because it would be closed. And you get to give more money to the community. And all you need now is a name for your game. Which is why I say the Snoop Dogg Bowl. Something very simple. Something very catchy. And here's the catch. For everything I said, all the money I threw out there with names and all that, the total amount for this whole game is $1,200,000. Next time you see Diddy on TV throwing out $1 million to the school, ask him what his return on investment is. Have a bowl game instead. It's Coach. I'm out.